Good morning. It's Tuesday, August 8th, 2023. This is your Georgia WeatherNet morning update. Another active weather day in store. This time, South Georgia will be under the gun for strong to severe thunderstorms. Level 2 out of 5 severe weather risk from Macon, southbound, covering Albany, Valdosta, and down to Savannah and Brunswick. Level 1 out of 5 severe weather risk will cover Macon, LaGrange, and then over to the east toward Waynesboro. For tomorrow, level 1 out of 5 severe weather risk, mainly for the western half of the state. We're going to see some thunderstorms move in from Alabama tomorrow afternoon. Some could go strong to severe, and then a level 1 out of 5 severe weather risk for all of North Georgia and Middle Georgia on Thursday. Just a general thunderstorm risk for South Georgia as we head into Thursday. So, yeah, active next couple of days in store for us. As we take a look at our temperatures, you can see why it's going to be so active in South Georgia. Already 86 degrees in Valdosta. It's 88 in Brunswick. High humidity, plenty of fuel in the atmosphere for these storms to get going through the day today. Up in North Georgia, a little bit cooler. Still a lot of humidity up there, but some cooler temperatures as we're starting out 74 in Atlanta, Rome, and Blairsville at 69 degrees. We do have heat advisories for South Georgia. Those heat index values will be ranging up around 110. That's what it's going to feel like through the day today. Let's take a look at our simulated radar here, the modeling of what it should look like as we move through the morning hours. Not a lot going on. This is noon, still pretty quiet. I think we'll see a few thunderstorms start to pop up in South Georgia even earlier than the models indicate. We just have way too much heat and humidity, and it doesn't take much at all to get a few of those storms to fire up. So look out for a few isolated thunderstorms, again, mainly south of Macon as early as 11 o'clock to noon. And then as we head into the afternoon hours, this is when the activity starts to roll in. Some showers in northwest Georgia, fairly stable air, so we're going to keep our thunderstorms on the low side there. At least our severe weather risk is going to be low. And then the thunderstorms that we're really going to be watching will be part of that line by 7 p.m., stretching from Albany over to Blakely. You see that line there? Some of those cells will go strong to severe, strong straight line winds, possibility of hail, maybe a few brief spin-up tornadoes. The atmosphere is not really trying to spin these storms up, but they will have a little bit of turn on them, and we could see a few spin-up tornadoes. Let's head into 8 p.m., and that line's still there. We're looking at another line kind of jumping out ahead of that from Tifton over to McIntosh County, so some strong to severe thunderstorms in there. And even by 10 o'clock tonight, the cluster of storms sitting right over Valdosta and Stantonville, heading toward the Okefenokee. 11 and midnight now starting to fade out and head out to sea. Almost like our storms yesterday, just starting to fade and lose all that intensity as we get into the late night hours. But we will look at a few little cells on the backside of that system popping up overnight tonight. You can see that stretching up toward Dodge County, down to the west to Albany. So not really looking at a lot of severe risk for these particular cells, but just know the rain's not going to be over once that main line pushes through later this evening. As we continue through the overnight hours, few scattered showers across middle and south Georgia. And tomorrow morning, we start out with a little more cloud cover, especially in the southern part of the state. Heading through the day tomorrow, about the same thing. Things are quiet in the morning. We continue into the afternoon, so this is noon. We head toward 1 p.m., still pretty quiet, 2, 3 o'clock, and we start to see some showers move in from the west. This will be our next severe weather threat, and that crosses the state line around 4 or 5 o'clock tomorrow afternoon in northwest Georgia, pushing into the western Atlanta suburbs by 5 o'clock. Here's 6 o'clock, heading over Newnan and LaGrange. So some strong to severe thunderstorms packed in there with that system. Should be sitting right over I-85 by late tomorrow afternoon and early tomorrow evening. And then a few of those storms going cellular in southwest Georgia. We'll watch out for a few of those as well. Continuing into 8, 9 o'clock tomorrow night. Those thunderstorms continue to organize, really building on the heat of the day and turning strong to severe as they continue to push down into the southern part of the state and rolling into 11 o'clock to midnight tomorrow night. Again, same deal. They start to fade out, and then a few residual thunderstorms up to the north stretching across metro Atlanta. That's the latest from the Georgia Weather Net. Now your local forecast from northwest Georgia to southeast Georgia.